What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mitty here. Out just taking a ride through my favorite park today. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. Maybe it might help somebody decide on a bike, you know, and maybe get somebody in the right place. You know, I see all the, I see a lot of bashing online of like people that ride like 300s. You know, first-time riders that never rode anything in their life, like, oh, you'll be bored with that bike, you know, in 2 months. It's going to be so slow, you know. Or, you know, how it has no power. You know, a 300 is still faster than most cars on the road. And they're fun. I mean, they're really fun bikes, really light and nimble. There's plenty of videos you can see on YouTube, I mean, where people have taken 300s to the track and they've just literally blown away 600s and 1000s. If you've never ridden a bike before, I mean, a 300 is a really good place to start. Yeah, a lot of people will say a 600, I mean, it doesn't have that kick until it hits a higher in the RPM, so it's not so jerky on the lower end. It's a little more easier to manage. But I mean, contrary to what the guys online will tell you, a 600 does not do 200 miles per hour, but you can realistically do 157 miles per hour on a 600. You know, for a beginner, that's pretty darn fast. You know, even myself, you know, when I was a beginner, I definitely wouldn't want to hit those kind of speeds. I mean, you get yourself in trouble really quick. And on a 600, it picks up that speed. It's so smooth. Like any race bike that is torquey, I mean, you should never have torquiness in a race bike. The way they work, they're very smooth in their gearing. You shift a little more and you wind through those gears so fast. Before you know it, you're over 100 miles per hour. You know, and the 300, I mean, it's not a bike you're going to give up in 2 months. Realistically, if you keep a 300 for 2 years, you know, you're going to gain so much valuable knowledge. You know, the bike's not going to intimidate you, and you're going to be willing to get out there and ride and enjoy it. You get too large of a bike, it's going to be too much, and you're not going to have fun. You know, I've had a lot of years riding mostly in the dirt. You know, when I came over to the street, you know, I'm riding a 500. This is my 3rd season on it. Great bike, you know, good gas mileage. I have a lot of fun. I mean, most situations, something like this where I really can't even move that fast anyway. But what you get on the small bike, you know, you get the lightweight, you get the confidence you need. Like going through demo days, I've rode, you know, bikes all the way up to an MT10, which is like 160 horse. For me, it wasn't a fun bike. You couldn't get on it at all. You couldn't rev the bike up at all. It would, you coming out of corners, you're trying to nail it coming out the corner, the front end's going to come up, even with traction control and wheelie control on. Yeah, whereas, you know, if you're on a 300, you know, and you're learning how to ride, you could come out of those corners and you could smash that throttle down. You could feel like you're going faster than you are. You know, it gives you kind of a sense of accomplishment. Where when you're on a big bike and low RPMs and riding it slow, it's not going to be nearly as fun. You know, like this scooter in front of me, this lady might be giving it her all. You know, for her, that might be fun. But, you know, riding my bike, you know, this slow isn't fun. Yeah, for you guys, though, they're thinking about the 300s, you know, I think it's a great place to start if you've never ridden before. If you have some time under your belt, you know, say if you were riding dirt bikes for years, you know, you could start off on a 600 and you'd be fine. You know, just keep your speed down a little bit until you develop skills. You know, me coming from dirt, I didn't know how to turn a motorcycle properly on the road, like at high speed. Because on dirt, you're doing low speed maneuvers. Even when you're going through those banks thinking you're moving, it's nothing compared to what these street bikes will do. You hit a bank, maybe doing 35 in the dirt, where versus where on the street bike here, you know, you can hit a turn 60-70 miles per hour and lean into it. It's a lot different. You know, you got to gauge what you need for yourself, and not let others make that decision for you, or let others make you feel kind of guilty for buying a bike like that, or even thinking of it like, oh, that's for girls, you know, that's for little kids. You can get that small cc bike, you can get great experience, great fuel economy. You're going to get ultra cheap insurance rates on that compared to the big bike. So you're going to save yourself a bunch of money. You grab yourself an R3, you can track day that thing all day long and have a blast on it. You know, you want to get yourself a smaller size cruiser, like cruisers, you want to go a little larger on the CCs. Say if you got yourself like a 600, 750, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun on there. You know, that Honda Shadow, I think that's an awesome looking bike. I know the people that have had them haven't been happy about the power, but I mean, for general cruising, I mean, they're perfectly fine. On a cruiser, you definitely want to start smaller, because those bikes get very big and heavy. You definitely got to get some skill under you before you ride a 1,000-pound bike. If you look back through my pictures, like from demo days last year, you'll see I had a 1,000-pound bike I was riding with a rider on the back. That was quite a bit of weight. Rode really nice though. It was Indian Dark Horse. But you know, so even some of the small bikes I demoed last year, I mean, they were just as fun as the big bikes. I mean, is that power nice? I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, it really does feel good. I mean, like, you get like something like the MT-09, XSR 900, you know, any of those Yamaha 900 series, you can power wheelie those bikes in the first 3 gears. I mean, does that feel awesome? I mean, yeah, hell yeah, it does. It feels like you've just been given Thor's hammer, and you know, you've been granted all the powers of Thor. Boy, this moped is really killing these beautiful bends here. I think I'm gonna have to pull over and let this scooter go ahead for a bit. You know, just don't be ashamed to ride one of those smaller CC bikes, even if you're riding it for a couple years. I mean, everybody gets their start somewhere, and I'd rather you guys be safe, you know, than see you guys get hurt, you know. And I see in the news all the time someone going down. Such a beautiful park here. Just chill here for a minute. We'll let these people pass us. Well, that concludes this video. I hope I might have helped somebody make a decision. You know, I'm just rocking a 500 myself here, and this 500's been a lead bike of many group rides. If I could do all that, I mean, on a 500, I mean, your CCs obviously doesn't matter. You choose your own destiny. Until next time, guys, peace. Have a good one. Enjoy.